45 miles east of Salem, along Highway 22, the Detroit Dam stands shrouded in wildfire smoke. The area remains closed to the public. The Army Corps of Engineers shot this video for us Wednesday. The dam is run by plant operators who carefully adjust the computers and machines that run the massive structures. Mike Pomeroy is one of those, and reported to the dam's control room in this smaller building called the Powerhouse. It was Labor Day afternoon, the start of a lonely overnight shift alone. It would end up being one of the longest in his life. The shift began routinely enough. He drove between Detroit and the Big Cliff Dam downstream, checking on gauges and making adjustments. He knew there was a fire in the area, but there'd been fires before. It was something to keep an eye on, but not worry about. And then a windstorm blew in around midnight.
But it was getting pretty bad up there. The winds were probably doing 50, 60 miles an hour.
He knew it was time to go. At 5 a.m., he set the dam into a form of autopilot and began to drive toward town. It was already too late. The firestorm had arrived.
The fire had already come up to Big Cliff Dam and was across the road, essentially. A lot of fire and debris on both sides and fallen trees. And I could feel the heat through the car itself, and the car started filling up with smoke, and it became quickly apparent that there was no way. Visibility was measured in feet. And with all that debris and large boulders on the road, it was only going to take one hit and that car was going to be finished.
He turned around, driving just 3 miles an hour in the thick smoke, not sure he'd even make it back to the dam.
In fact, I was running scenarios in my mind that if the car died, it was probably going to be to head straight to the reservoir and the river and get in that.
Fortunately, he did make it. He opened the security gates and the visitor center and left supplies like these inside, just in case there were others running from the flames. As the hours passed, the flames arrived.
I saw the fire coming in the security cameras. In my mind, it was, it's game time. To be honest with you, it looked big and scary in the cameras.
He ran from the powerhouse up to the dam, knowing the huge cement structure would not burn, but he did worry about smoke filling the inside.
My plan was to do as much as I can to eliminate as many unknowns as possible and make as many contingencies as possible. If the gases chased me out of here, I have a safety ring by the door, and I was going to wet that down and make a dash for it and grab the ring and jump in the river if I got chased out of here.
Fortunately, it did not come to that. He stayed inside the dam, the only one there, checking everything he could think of to make sure it was all safe. That lasted all of Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. Deep inside these tunnels, he could not see the fire as it passed through. He forced himself to stay awake more than 30 hours, taking just 15-minute breaks whenever he could reach others on the outside who would dial in and watch the dam for him.
And poked my head out the dam door. I didn't see any signs of fire. I radioed down to Lookout Point, and they responded, and I was pretty happy. Pretty happy.
Pat Doris, KGW News.